So today we're moving out of our storage. It's a sad day because everything that I did have saved for our tiny home to live off grid is gone. Because we don't have the tiny home, we don't have land. We're still traveling seasonally off grid, on grid. I'm renting out a spot right now around town, but I don't know how long that will last. So we're just, 2025 is full survival mode basically. So this is what's left over from, from getting already the furniture that I had for a tiny home. It's already been donated, they already picked it up. This is the remaining boxes that I'm going to be taking to the landfill. A couple of trips myself. I don't want to hire a moving company because it's $90 an hour. It's the cheapest one. And I'm trying to save money. So we needed to get our deposit. This is the last day and we got to move out today. So the problem with these boxes is that they are my family that passed away, my mother, my father, my oldest son. It's all of the family photos, everything of them, everything that was used in the funeral, death certificates, it's all in those boxes. I held on to them for these last 5 years, but I can't pay for storage anymore. Storage rents are going, they're skyrocketing. It's too expensive. Everything's too expensive. So even in a small town, it's all still expensive. So we gotta say goodbye to the storage. Whatever fits in the trailers, what can fit, whatever fits in the truck can fit, but that's it. I'm not gonna pack up my truck and just have stuff sitting there because I have to have it open for the garden in case we have to travel. We move our garden with us. That's food, so that's important. That's a necessity. But everything else, my ex-husband's gonna hold some stuff. He has a garage and some space. He said he's gonna hold some stuff. But I gotta make really hard decisions of what's gonna go to the landfill and what I'm going to keep. It sucks. I just want to see what I look like before cancer infected me, my entire life and being. How's my dad? Cancer took him five brain tumors. Took this tough guy. There's my oldest son. A very extremely rare blood and stomach and liver cancer. Took him. Yeah, it's so hard. I have the poem that was for my son's funeral that we gave to everyone. This is left over. What do you do? What do you do when you're basically homeless? You pull a trailer. Your home is your trailer. You pull it everywhere you go. You don't have storage. You can't pay for storage. You can't afford anything else. You can't afford a home, rent, nothing. What else do you do? Like, when people die, ultimately, all of your loved one things end up in, if it's not being donated, landfills. It's heartbreaking. It's all really sad. Champagne glasses that were used at my parents' wedding. I held on to it after my mother died. It says bride and groom. How old it is back then. It's so cute. It's like a little dove. Back then. And I think my mother said she did all the little things and decor, everything herself. My parents had a small wedding in their parents' condo. It was just like a big formal dinner. They did their wedding in their ceremony, celebrated in church, and then they did just a formal dinner. That was in the 70s. My parents got married in 78. That was me, her age, my mother, my older brother, my grandfather, my grandmother. My grandfather, we called him Diada in Russian. He was Polish. My grandmother was Russian. We called her Baba. Baba i Diada. Everyone's gone except for me and my brother. Why can't your brother hold on to it? My brother is sick. He has schizophrenia and mild autism. He lives in a group home, and he works a job in the city, but I visit him time to time, and we spend time during the holidays. I gotta pick him up and bring him back, but they have strict rules and he can't keep nothing. This was my oldest son before cancer. He was a chunk-a-lunk. This is my second son. He has severe autism. There he is. He's with his dad in the city, and we co-parent back and forth with my second son. So that's me when I was married. That's my son who passed with cancer. That's before cancer. These are my stepsisters. That's my ex-husband. My older brother. This was years ago. Like 16 years ago. Yeah, my stepsisters already had babies. Their moms, they're on their second child. Ultimately, when people pass and things happen in your life where you lose a lot of things and you don't have the space, you can't hold on to anything. I'm gonna hold on to just little bits of things for her when she grows up, for my daughter, Hope. But the ultimately thing is all of these sentimental things like photos and keepsakes. You can't hold on to it forever, and eventually they end up in the landfill. And this is the reality that nobody talks about, nobody shares, because it's so freaking sad. And it is. It's. We grew up in Mount Charleston when my parents first came to Vegas. My parents came to Vegas in the late 80s. I was just a little toddler. I would think I was 2 years old. And my parents bought a ranch home. It was a fixer-upper because my dad was a handyman and he loved building. And then they made their investment, they built it up, put it on the market, and bought a newer home in the city. But this kind of shows how much snow. I grew up in snow. So that's my dad. That's my dad. That's our family dog, Dancy. And this was the mountains. And my dad was building. He was building everything. We were homesteading out there. That's how I know how to grow and garden and everything is from my mother. So this is mi familia in Colombia. Mira. This was mi abuela. She already passed. And this was all of her anitos and anitas. Her grandchildren. This right here is Colombia. Get the black and white. Back then in the black and white, everybody's so serious in the photos. But they growing up on the farm. I believe my mother is here. This is my mother. I can tell. My mother's right here. My mother came from a family of 14, and she was the third born. And she used to tell me stories about her grandparents' farm. This is your family in Colombia. This is Hope. That's Hope. And that's Hope when she was born. And then this right here is her older brother, who's autistic. And that's him when he was born. So the doctor who delivered was the same doctor, and he said all your babies look alike when they're born. So this right here, this photo, look at that. This was our dog Bubbles. Oh, she was such a good girl. And this is my mother, father, and my brother. I guess I'm the one taking the picture. And we're camping in the mountains because we loved camping every summer, every spring. We always camped. That's me. My brother.
Baby.
Yep, that's you.
What's you? What's baby?
That's you as a baby. This was my mother when she was young. Oh, she was a gorgeous woman.
Sweet baby. Sweet baby.
That's my mother. This right here. This is me in a dress. I was a flower girl at my cousin's wedding, and I hated it the entire time because I'm a tomboy and I do not like dresses. So you could clearly see it in my face. Not happy. My mother was so happy because it was the only time she could put me in a dress. It was being a flower girl at my cousin's wedding. My dad loves German Shepherds, so I grew up with Shepherds.
I need a cake gun. Need a cake. Mom, I need a cake gun. Please a cake gun.
Mother at my wedding. Me before kids at my wedding. I look like a little baby. I was early 20s. I was 23. I was married at 23. I had my first son at 28. My second one at 30. 28 and 30. I had a hard time conceiving and getting pregnant right away. We had a lot of infertility issues. I have a lot of issues, but yeah, I was pregnant 5 times in my life, and I had 3 live births, 2 miscarriages, 1 burial, and now I have 2 children. But this was before my mother passed. She was able to be with me at my wedding. This is my son with autism. Those beautiful blue eyes. He's crying here. But the blue eyes comes from my father. My father was blue eyes. That's my oldest son passed away with cancer. my two boys together before cancer. This is a whole book of my parents when they traveled and went on a cruise to Hawaii. They worked so hard all their lives for over 50 years in this country, both of them. My mother was originally from Colombia, my father originally from Russia, but Odessa, Ukraine. He was raised in Odessa, Ukraine. And they worked all their lives, and the only time they got to enjoy was this time when me and my brother were older and I was already married, and they were able to go on a cruise. And they're so happy here. This is how I picture them in heaven, or wherever they are. They're together, happy. Cold reality, what cancer does, it not only destroys the person that is battling the fight, it destroys everybody around them. All of us, we all are traumatized by cancer. Entire photo book of me giving birth to my boys, and it's like their entire, I had cesareans, 3 cesareans with all my babies. So I gave birth to Hope all by myself as a single mother. Her father passed away. In 2021, during lockdown and COVID still, the hospitals were. This is so cute, I love this one. We were still in the city. Hope is my rainbow baby. And what I mean by that is, after my oldest son passed from cancer, a year exactly on his memorial date, my son passed September 9th, 2019, and I found out I was pregnant September 9th, 2020. So the very first thing the nurse told me was, "This is your rainbow baby." I know that my son sent her down. I know it's from him, and he sent her down for me to help me. That is very his personality. He passed at 10 years old from a very rare cancer. And the very first thing he told me when we all found out he had cancer, he started to cry and he goes, "Mom, I don't want to die." And I looked at him and I said, "Honey, we're gonna fight. What else do you say to your child that looks to you and cries in your arms, repeatedly saying, 'I don't want to die'?" And I said, "We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight and fight and fight." Unfortunately, cancer won. But he told me the entire time is that, "Mom, I can't leave you. Who's gonna take care of you?" So I know it's his personality to send Hope down for me to help me. That's his way of taking care of Mama. My second son, he is autistic. Hope City, they do like this memorial release with the balloons, where we let them off for all the cancer kids. All the families do it. We come together once a year. I haven't done it since like 3 years ago. This was the very last time I actually did that. They use biodegradable balloons, so it's safe for the environment. with autism. He is 14 now. He's really big. He's taller than me already. Yeah. We're gonna keep this. I'm gonna find a way where I can store this in a trailer. This box over here is just all important papers. My son Roland's IEP since he was diagnosed at 18 months old, and it's all his 3 huge folders like this. They're all marked Roland's IEPs. Those of you who have an autistic child, you know what I mean. You are just drowned in paperwork and paperwork and paperwork. Forever. This is all my stuff from medical school, actually. Like my original, or what they give you, like my stethoscope, stethoscope, and original blood pressure. It's right here and here. That's the original blood pressure. And all my, it's my college. Let me see. Yeah, my college ID. Okay, this is my second college. I already paid off my student debt, and it took me to get into real estate, invest in it in 2020. It took me to flip 3 properties. I lived in, flipped 3 properties, and sold the properties to pay off my student debt of 2 colleges. And right now, my credit is down because I paid it off lump sum together fully when I sold the last property, because I didn't want the debt on me anymore, especially in the lifestyle that I have with my daughter, being a single mother. I wanted it to be done. And they sent me this little congratulations email and basically gave me another credit bureau sent me that my credit is failing and it's down because I did that. And I said, well, at least I don't have the debt. I'll have bad credit, but at least I don't have the debt. You never win. You never win. So I have to buy everything in cash because I can't open up anything. I can't even open up a Visa card. Nothing, because I did that. In the trailer, this is all my son who passed with cancer. This is before cancer when he was little. And it's all in here. When he was in summer camp as a little kid, you know. So we're just gonna, we can hold on to this. There's some of my aunt. This was his birthday party. Yeah. So we can hold on to this. But this is all before cancer. Hope is having so much fun in the truck with all the pictures. It's everywhere in the back. I don't know how I'm gonna keep this. This was from my tia in Colombia. She made this. Oh my Lord. And I use it for my boys' photos. I mean, I literally have the biggest, because I'm a Pisces, and this is what we do as Pisces. We're emotional creatures. We hold on to everything. The positive pregnancy test, because it took me a long time to get pregnant. That's my oldest son. I marked him with the name and everything. My Lord. And every single ultrasound. I mean, I did. Oh my God. Look at this. All in marked out, the weeks and everything. This was for my baby shower. And look, this is me pregnant with my husband at the time. He's still alive. There's a Spanish word to explain what my ex-husband is, and that is candela. Those of you who speak Spanish, you'll know. That was the first husband and the only. I didn't get married again. No, thank you. I already had that experience. I lived that life. I'm done. You want to see mommy pregnant? Hi. You want to see mommy pregnant?
Yes.
No. Pregnant. You want to see mommy pregnant? Okay. Easily store. We're going to oh my goodness, yeah, we're gonna keep my grandparents from Colombia. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Mi abuela y mi tío. My parents in the 70s. You guys want to see the 70s? Look at that orange carpet. Love it. Look at my desk here. Oh, I love it. Love that. I love that. Look, we're going to park as soon as we're done with the storage.
Go park.
I know you want to go to park. We're busy today with the storage. Today's storage day. In my Instagram. But this is my very favorite picture of my oldest son who passed away. I love this photo. Oh, it's my favorite. So I'm definitely keeping this photo. The big day. Look at this. The big day in labor. These are all the hospital bracelets. Look at me waving in this, going to surgery. I had a cesarean. I had 3 cesareans. So, I wasn't always a big woman, but right now I'm going through premenopausal. My body's going all crazy, and my weight is going crazy. And I have all the marks and scars for all my babies who were born, that I born in the world. I see him in everything nature. Every butterfly, every hummingbird, every bee, every magical sunset and moonrise. That's where I see my baby all the time. That's why I love to live in nature. Oh my gosh. Let's go to landfill. Dump landfill. Because we need to do a second trip. We need to do a second trip to the landfill, and we'll go with the gates and this glass box and this. Come on, off to the landfill. Okay, baby. So we gotta take this out. We gotta take this to the. This right here is. It's very hurt. Okay, baby. So that back there, where Hope is at, is my entire older son that passed away from a very rare cancer. It's his entire life, entire 10 years fits in there. That's including the stuff before and during cancer and after. So this right here, Lou Strong, DSRCT, that was the name of his cancer. Small town. desmoplastic small round cell tumors is what DSRCT stands for. It's a monster. It's rare. Only 500 to 700 worldwide is diagnosed with DSRCT. It only affects boys and men. No females have ever been diagnosed. It's super rare. And it affects boys and men in the ages of 10 to 35. My son was one of the youngest to have this diagnosis at 9 years old. The day that we found out, my entire world went upside down. Hit by a trillion of bricks, and my life has never been the same. It never will be the same. You, as a bereaved parent, as a bereaved mother, you just emerge into a different life every day, dealing and living with this loss and trauma and tragedy and pain and grief. It's a cycle. Therapy helps, but nature is very healing. Gardening, like I do, is extremely healing. But the pain will always be there. And you have to learn to live with this and become this new person. That's my angel. He's in heaven. His name is Luke. He's a junior from his father. And these people right here, I call them my Summerlin family, because they have been there with me and my son and his father. And they have been our lifeline in many, many situations. And these are the oncology nurses that have fought alongside us and many, many more families that are currently still fighting for their children. These women are more than brave. They're living heroes. That's me being silly, trying to make my son laugh. This is one of 7 doctors that my son had. And there's so many more nurses that we don't have photos of, but all of them, the entire Summerlin family is just, will always be in my heart and soul, and forever grateful for having them with me and my son's journey at the time when we were fighting.
Stop!
These amazing women and oncology nurses that see you at your darkest moments and are there fighting all the time. Oh my God, this is Damien. So They live in Pahrump, this mother and son. But then right here, he had cancer too, and he passed away. He actually passed away after my son. There was a group of us. Hope. There was a group of us mothers. There was a group of us mothers, families in the hospital that we were fighting at the same time. And a lot of boys in that year we were fighting. This was 2017 and 18. And in 2018, a lot of kids, a lot of boys lost their lives to cancer. And that mom with his son, I see her sometimes. I saw her in Cora. She lives here too, in a small town, and she would drive to Vegas, to the city, for her son's treatments. He also had a sarcoma, cancer, in his leg. And this right here, oh, these people here, so, oh my goodness, these are our forever angels and friends. This is Adam, and he goes to all of the oncology ward, cancer ward for pediatrics, and he plays music to all the children. Felicia, she beat cancer. She's a hero. I see her posts on Facebook all the time, and her mother, and oh, she is a strong lady right now. She just went to prom, and she's amazing. She's a hero. And yeah. A lot of people don't talk about how cancer destroys families and people, and especially when you lose your loved ones, you try to fight it. It's a terrible, terrible epidemic, cancer is, because cancer is being prominent every year passing. It's more and more and more, whether it's pediatric, adult, everyone's being diagnosed with cancer these days. It's heartbreaking.
What's not fear?
The wind's kicking up. Let's go back to...
What's the
This has, we are done! Let's show empty storage. Done. The hardest job was this one. Emotionally, physically, mentally. That's okay. We're gonna save money. And I held on to all of my family's things for so long. It's time for me and Hope to move on. So they'll always be with us spiritually. We'll always see them in nature.
I'm happy.
Yes, we're happy because we're going to save money, and we're not going to break our neck with another rent cost. That's the bottom line. So let's go.
And that's the week down.
Hold on. Ready? Happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance. This chapter is closed.